Hold on, I have so many fucking tabs open. Yep.
What's up, everyone? What's everyone up? God, we're so ready for this stream. As you can see, we've got a beautiful end of BRAT summer podcast coming up for you guys, and to celebrate, we're gonna play our ethereal remix that was composed by none other than Leon
And Kiki.
Kiki, and lyrics written by me. And here we go. Let's play this real quick.
Hi, British Vogue. This is Charlie XCX, and this is Apple. I think Kamala's rotten right to the core. From all the things passed down from Biden's had been coming before. I split the code, go down a Venn diagram, and while I find it's kind of scary, she ain't got my fam.
She ain't got that vote. Oh, okay.
God, the filter is crazy on that page.
All right, now why are we playing this, Xvala?
Because Republicans have accused Kamala Harris of flip-flopping on the border wall policy. She's basically co-opting. I've heard she's going to just basically take all of his policy points and run on them. Have you heard that?
I mean, she did that with like what the tips, like no tax on tips.
Yeah, basically the debate that's coming up between her and Trump is going to be like, well, I want no tax on tips. Probably the best idea. She's like, yeah, me too. It's going to be a yeah, me too campaign against Trump during the debate. So basically,
Hashtag me too.
the new me too. So yeah, because it was his vanity project before, but now it is going to be her vanity project.
Well, yeah, let's take a deeper look at it. There's this Hill Rising video that kind of sums it up nicely.
Next, she's going to start doing the hand signs.
Vice President Kamala Harris is flip-flopping on the border. That's the headline of an Axios story that blew up online. If elected, Harris has vowed to spend hundreds of millions of dollars on building a wall along the southern border. I wonder where she got that idea. The wall was something she once called, quote, un-American when Trump was in office. She also called the wall a vanity project for Trump. Let's watch.
This issue is about a vanity project for this president.
Right.
And it is a problem of his own
view?
making. And listen, when I travel this country, folks have plenty enough problems that they need their president to focus on,
You know what?
instead of a wall that, by the way, because I was a prosecutor for many years, including the Attorney General of California, I specialize on transnational criminal organizations.
Yeah.
That wall ain't gonna stop them.
No.
Is she saying
And
California?
here's another example from her 2019 CNN town hall. Let's watch.
This administration has decided to vilify them and to trade on them for the sake of this president's medieval vanity project called a wall. Let me be very clear. I'm not going to vote for a wall under any circumstances, and I do support border security. And if we want to talk about that, let's do that.
Here is how Harris spoke about the border during last week's DNC.
After decades in law enforcement, I know the importance of safety and security, especially at our border. Last year, Joe and I brought together Democrats and conservative Republicans to write the strongest border bill in decades. The Border Patrol endorsed it. But Donald Trump believes a border deal would hurt his campaign. So he ordered his allies in Congress to kill the deal. Well, I refuse to play politics with our security, and here is my pledge to you. As president, I will bring back the bipartisan border security bill that he killed, and I will sign it into law.
Axios writes, quote, it's the latest example of Harris flip-flopping on her past liberal positions, such as supporting Medicare for all and banning fracking. To be fair,
Guys, I think it's BRAT. I think it's Border BRAT.
Border BRAT!
What do you all think?
Hold on.
Hypocrite.
I got something for you here, Caitlin.
What do you got?
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
And Mexico's paying for the wall. They make all of this money, and they do absolutely nothing to stop people from going through Mexico, from Honduras and all these other countries, the caravan, all of this stuff. They do nothing to help us. Nothing. They're going to pay for the wall, and they're going to enjoy it, okay? They're going to enjoy it. This vicious gang has transformed once peaceful, beautiful communities that I know so well. I know them all. Into blood-stained killing fields, savagely murdering, raping, and mutilating their victims.
Oh, wow. Savage. So Kamala says she wants to build the wall, but is she willing to get Mexico to pay for it? That's what I want to know.
I only want to see
Get them to
her
enjoy it at the same time.
I only want to see her building the wall if it looks like this. Or this.
Is that the new border? At the wall.
Meme sponsored by
What the
Leon
hell
and
is
Grok.
going on?
Yeah, we generated those on Grok, on the Meme Ranch Grok.
Rock.
Pull up the
Yeah,
one.
so-
With, pull up the one with just the bikini. You have that one?
Oh yeah, that one is. Let's see, that one is on our reserve list. Check that out.
Ooh, dude, hold on. Let me get a real good look at this.
The wall
That's
is BRAT.
immaculate conception right there from Grok.
Yeah, you know, the roads could be treaded better.
You know,
Why is
Elon's,
she wearing a necklace? I don't
Elon's-
understand that.
Elon's a pretty good guy.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with this image generator. I mean, there's so many things you can make on here that you can't do on other AI image
The
apps.
detail they got on that BRAT hat was amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Incredible work. Incredible technology.
Yeah, it can do text too. That's another thing that other AI applications suck at. But anyways, yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what else. You know, there's actually a lot you can say about this. I mean, first of all, we're looking at a campaign right now that we didn't even get this messaging straight from the horse's mouth. Like, you know, not to make a Sarah Jessica Parker, you know, joke about Kamala, but like, what I'm trying to say is, like, she hasn't even been having any like media interviews at all. Like, she's just been using her campaign to funnel out information about all these policy changes, and it's so creepy. Like, I want her to be like actually just announcing these things. That would actually be cooler than being behind, you know, this wall of, you know, officials that are speaking for you and whatnot. This Walls, you know, you could say,
Right.
Mr. Timothy Walls. But yeah, and he's fake too. I mean, he's got so many things about his story that's fake.
I love that Trump is MAGA and then Walls is communist, but Trump's the one trying to get other people to pay for it.
Right? Yeah. I mean,
Fuck you, you pay me.
you pay me. I'm the
Yeah.
one. I'm the one who gets the check.
Fuck you. That's what he's saying. He's giving the New York, fuck you.
Yeah, but here we are. This is probably, I would say, going to be one of the most memorable days of her 70-day campaign, or, you know, give or take. And as Trump said earlier today, I don't have the truth to pull it up, but, you know, he was saying if it wasn't for the debate in June, Biden would still be the candidate right now. The candidate, the debate in June, I believe, was wholeheartedly planned out by the upper echelon Democrats who wanted to throw Biden into the ring early to show the nation that he was unfit so that they could quickly do this swap.
Right.
And
It was basically to submarine him.
Absolutely. And the saddest thing too about it is, like, I wish that they would have been like even more diabolical and just chose somebody that's not her. Like, I would be kind of scared right now if it was Newsom. A little bit. I mean, not saying that, you know, maybe in practice, you know, the governor of California wouldn't be much of a threat because a lot of people hate California, but, you know, at the same time, he might strike a more confident posture to kind of rival Trump's confidence. But I mean, it's gotten so bad. I mean, even I don't know if I have the clip. If you guys want to kind of
Hold on,
shuffle
you
for
pulled
me,
something up, but it's not on the screen, Kalen.
I can help you with that.
Oh no, it's the Democrats.
Okay, here we
Oh,
go.
never mind.
So,
I'll
referring back to the debate that Biden and Trump had, and let's just recap what happened.
Joe Biden.
Does not know where he is.
And please welcome the 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump.
This should be very interesting in retrospect.
Donald Trump's coming in like a
Child
dad.
care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system,
Right there, making him look bad. Loses focus.
making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look,
He's looking at him like,
if
"Are you going to finish?"
we finally beat Medicare.
You sure
I
did.
went to the World War II cemetery, World War I cemetery he refused to go to. He was standing with his 4-star general, and he told me, he said, I don't want to go in there because they're a bunch of losers and suckers. My son was not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser.
Well, I took 2 tests, cognitive tests. I aced them, both of them, as you know. We made it public. He took none. I'd like to see him take one, just one. I just won 2 club championships, not even senior, 2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way.
Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. But by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf with you if you carry your own bag. The crimes that you are still charged with, and think of all the civil penalties you have. How many billions of dollars do you owe in civil penalties for molesting a woman in public, for doing a whole range of things, of having sex with a porn star on the night while your wife was pregnant? I mean, what are you talking about? You have the morals of an alley cat.
We are very, very close to World War III, and he's driving us there. And Kim Jong-un and President Xi of China, Kim Jong-un of North Korea, all of these, Putin, they don't respect him. They don't fear him. They have nothing going with this gentleman, and he's going to drive us into World War III.
You want a World War III, let him follow and win, and let Putin say, do what you want, NATO.
The whole country is exploding because of you, because they don't respect you, and they have to respect their president, and they don't respect you throughout the world.
That was it. That's what brought down Biden.
My friends.
Speaking of the alley cat thing, I think it's funny that like a month later he got shot in the ear, and like that kind of made him look like an alley cat because
Oh hell yeah!
that kind of basically like happens to most alley cats.
Who
They get a
shot
little
my
chip on the
cat?
ear. But yeah, look at this is what I want to mention before we pivoted to that. What JD Vance, which he gets called weird. He gets called the weird guy, just a little bit weird. I don't know, but no, he's actually pretty cool. And he summarizes it pretty well. What's happening with Kamala's border promises?
My friends, the American dream right now, it probably seems a little out of reach to a lot of us. But in 69 days, we're going to save every single American dream. We're going to save this country for the citizens of this land, and we are going to lead together with President Donald J. Trump a great American comeback. So I want us to send a message. I want us to send a message. They can hear it all the way in San Francisco. They can hear it in Tim Walz's Minneapolis. They can hear it all across this country that Michigan is going red. Michigan is leading the great American comeback, and Michigan is going to elect Donald J. Trump, the next president of the United States. God bless you all. Thank you all. And thank you for having me in this beautiful country. God bless you all.
I mean,
My friends,
couldn't have said it
the
better
American
myself.
dream right now.
We've got such an incredible lineup. Like the fact that it's like, I've seen all the memes. They're like
You mean the bench, the MAGA bench.
Yeah, like the MAGA bench. It's like Tucker Carlson, RFK Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, Trump himself, Elon Musk, JD Vance. Like that that's like the Avengers of MAGA. It's so crazy that we're
Didn't
seeing
they
all
call it the
these things.
Super Friends? And then I think RFK actually said something like, let me see if I can find it real quick. He called the assembly the Super Friends and Tulsi Gabbard Wonder Woman. Did you see that?
I didn't see that, but that's pretty good. That's pretty awesome. Did you pull it up, Xvala? Then
looking.
after we look at this, I say it's time for a little musical interlude with some music from Leon Genesis that we can play.
No. Okay, maybe.
Okay, just maybe. But yeah, if you have like that like Super Friends thing, we can go to that
I know.
first.
I know Genesis.
I
He's
can
a real good guy. Actually, sweet guy. Sweet.
very tell us more about your music come up, young Genesis. That's a terrible Trump impression, but that's who I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, you forgot. You know, you gotta
Tell me more about your musical
There you go.
upbringing, young Genesis.
Thank you, Donald Trump. You're absolutely goated. You know,
Thank you.
This is just a demo of mine that I been kept in a vault for a long time, and I think it's time to finally just kind of like show y'all that I actually exist. A little bit, maybe.
Let's hear it. Sounds like something my friend Aiden Ross. My friend Aiden, he loves the young kids' music. Ah, fuck, I sound like Arnold.
Show me your capper. Oh wait, what is it?
Just turn it on.
To the chapel. Ah, fuck.
Get it over with. Come on.
Ah, I can't move my hands.
Okay, it's Tulsi Gabbard, Wonder Woman just joined the Super Friends. I think is what it is.
Okay, wait, play that real quick, and then we'll move.
I'm looking for the actual video if there is one.
Show us the vid, or else
I can show you this.
hold your family for ransom.
Anything that gets the point across. Come on.
I
We don't have
mean-
all day.
Oh yeah, you know.
Let her rip.
Try
Let her
that.
rip.
Oh yeah, man. I love staying up for.
Get rid of that ad or whatever that is.
Morning.
I can't zoom in on it, but there it is.
Okay, so it's like an article talking about what
They did a
what
image.
that's
Basically,
incredible.
AI image,
Huh?
little AI image there.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
it's nice.
We love AI here, guys. We love them. We love them. Can't wait for them to take over the world, baby.
Imagine if this ticket fails. Like, imagine if the country still goes.
Here's the
Harris. That's
headline:
gonna be-
Robert F. Kennedy, Wonder Woman just joined the Justice League.
That's incredible.
So that's
Yeah,
that's the bench you're talking about, Kaylin. It's like
I'm gonna be so depressed if this bench fails. Like, and it's gonna be stolen, just the way she stole the policies, you know. But
Oh, wait.
Wonder Woman decides to endorse Trump, then this is RFK's.
Okay, here's a.
Whoa, that sounded weird.
Hold on, I'll add
That sounded
it.
like spatial audio. What the hell?
It's somebody ripped. Looks like PBD.
Like from the
You see it?
TV. or
Okay, you
some
can't see it.
shit.
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Why does he look so fat?
Maybe he is fat.
And Wonder Woman decides to endorse Trump, then this is RFK's post of Tulsi Gabbard. Look at that picture
Tulsi right
That's
there?
Tulsi right there.
All right, Tulsi.
Leader Tulsi.
She's got a few ribbons there, man.
That's right. Wonder Woman just joined the Justice League.
All right.
And Wonder
Hell
Woman.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, proof right there.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's get that that song going. Now, whenever this song
Okay, wait. So, I mean, we're talking about politics, but we also are artists. So we want to feature some of the art we make. And this is Leon's music.
All right, quick reminder for everyone in the room: do not talk because there's going to be an echo. Because
Oh yeah, and yeah, man, we just a bunch of artists, you know. We fucking up whatever we fucking up in whatever fucking scene. Okay, we in here. I know that we were just literally dogging on the Democrats. Okay, but hey, we like music too, motherfucker. Anyways, this is a demo I've had for a little while. It's almost done. It will be done soon, but for now, it's just this.
Hit play.
See this
Na 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 na. Wow. It's funny how life can pass you by, but I know how to just enjoy the drive. I wanna feel the warmth from the sky, feel the wind in my eyes, all the tears that I cried, yeah. Feel like it's been a hell of a ride, yeah. We tried and we keep the dream alive, yeah. So look up, feel me here, don't give up, the sun is near. You pick me up when I'm down, sinking underwater, put me up, won't drown. You know I like to keep you around, if you in the orbit, no I can't go around. When you smile, you light up my whole world. Stay a while, because you're my sunshine. Your light gets blues in the fog of night. Yet to find another that makes me smile. I'll swear I'll make it back, and it's on my life. Yeah, that's on my life.
Yeah, there was like a little part right here.
Someone's fighting with me.
Oh yeah, there's like no reverb on this one for some reason. That's very gay.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute it for a second. So
Oh yeah, there we go.
That was awesome. That was some sick stuff. When
Hey,
did you finish that one?
It's not finished.
I mean, when did you begin work on that? I should say.
Oh, fuck. Like a year and a half, just a little bit more than that.
And I feel
Yeah,
like you
it's
have like
been a while.
a vault as deep as Ye's.
Is that a working title at all?
Sunshine?
That was called?
Right now it's called Sunshine. Don't really know what else to call it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. I got like this little part right here that I also kind of want to play because it's kind of cool. Here, I'll go ahead and do this random shit real quick. Oh, never mind.
Not gonna play?
Oh no, I thought somebody like fucking took it off, and I was like, oh damn. All right, hold on. I just love the little like thing I did. I don't fucking know.
Sunshine, your lightning gets loose in the fog of night. Yet to find another that makes me smile. I'll swear I'll make it back, and it's on my life. Sunshine, your lightning gets loose in the fog of night. Yet to find another that makes me smile. I'll swear I'll make it back, and it's on my life. Yeah, that's on my life. Oh,
Excellent. Okay.
Nice.
Very good.
Thank you.
I forgot to queue up our next segment, but
The next segment's Zuck, right?
yeah, we're talking about the crazy admission from Zuckerberg. Let's keep it on with the. I guess we can keep the Hill people on. They do a good job, but it's kind of like, we saw a month ago, Zuck praised Trump in a way. He said like it was badass the way that he survived the shooting.
Right. Fight.
And we've been seeing him kind of like take a page out of Elon's book. I think that basically Zuck realized that the only way for him to try to stay relevant is to sort of match, or at least try to match the
to go full psychopath.
Yeah, like match like the like testosterone that like Elon emits. So he got into like showing off his Brazilian jiu-jitsu about a year or two ago, and just seems like he's been progressively admitting that he regrets being his former version of centrist, which meant
I don't know how much to buy into this whole charm offensive thing he's doing. To me, I think it's more like he's learned the art of jiu-jitsu. Like he's learning to like make some moves to like protect himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's like sort of like post-mortem for sure. Let's just kind of like get into this. Oops.
Yeah, I mean, he knows Trump's going to win.
Basically, yeah.
Hold on. Here, I get that, Caitlin.
So, to get to it. Hi, Jessica. Thanks for joining me.
You're really setting up realistic expectations, Robbie.
We're all about realistic expectations here at Rising. All right, let's get right to it. This is a story that I found particularly interesting, Jessica. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg admitted that the Biden administration repeatedly pressured Meta to censor content, including information about Hunter Biden, and Zuck admitted that he also regrets complying with these demands. Fascinating. Zuckerberg has provided the House Judiciary Committee with thousands of documents as part of its investigation into content moderation online. In a letter to the House Judiciary Committee chairman, Representative Jim Jordan, Zuck writes, quote, "The FBI warned us about a potential Russian disinformation operation about the Biden family and Burisma in the lead up to the 2020 election. That fall, when we saw a New York Post story reporting on Joe Biden's family, we sent that story to fact checkers for review and temporarily demoted it." For context, the New York Post first reported the Hunter Biden laptop story, which mainstream media initially claimed was disinformation. Zuck goes on to write, "In 2021, senior officials from the Biden administration, including the White House, repeatedly pressured our teams for months to censor certain COVID-19 content, including humor and satire, and expressed a lot of frustration with our teams when we didn't agree. I believe the government pressure was wrong, and I regret that we were not more outspoken about it. I also think we made some choices that we wouldn't make today." He then says he regrets demoting the Hunter Biden laptop story. Meta no longer temporarily demotes things in the U.S. while waiting for the independent fact checkers.
Now, an account associated with the House Judiciary Committee reacted on X, writing, quote, "Mark Zuckerberg just admitted 3 things. 1, Biden-Harris administration pressured Facebook to censor Americans. 2, Facebook censored Americans. 3, Facebook throttled the Hunter Biden laptop story. Big win for free speech." Elon Musk wrote on X, quote, "Sounds like a First Amendment violation." Entrepreneur and podcaster Patrick Bet-David wrote, quote, "Mark Zuckerberg just admitted to working with the Biden-Harris administration to censor Americans. He either admitted to this because 1, he's being honorable, 2, he's done with the Democratic Party, 3, he's getting ahead of a whistleblower. Either way, this is a very hard letter to write." Reacting to the letter, the White House said in a statement,
Nobody like nailed the obvious one, that it was election interference in 2020. I mean, that's the most glaring thing. The Hunter Biden laptop story was huge. It probably, aside from the cheating that happened, that was the biggest story that could have influenced voting.
Well, not only that, but it was like there was the whole issue with the like Zuckerbucks, scheme that was giving more favor to Democrats, like with donations and things like that.
I'm just thinking with the admissions today, and then the people who came out, like Elon and PBD, are chiming in, but they didn't say, "Hey, this was election interfering," because they omitted, or they wouldn't let people see the Hunter Biden laptop story.
But you know what? I'm gonna drop a truth bomb, and people are gonna be upset. But this vindicates the Supreme Court's decision in the Missouri versus Biden. It's more commonly known as Missouri versus Biden case where basically the majority, written by Justice Amy Coney Barrett, basically said, there's no injury here because the federal government did not actually coerce, basically did not censor. Like it pressured Facebook to do it, but they didn't threaten them. They didn't threaten to like withhold money or anything like that. They were just like, we really, I'm sure they pestered them like all the time.
Dude,
but like the government,
they threatened them.
no, but there's no evidence. There's no evidence yet.
Of course not.
But don't you think that with this, like if Zuckerberg was going to be the Boy Scout, like honest guy that he's trying to be now, that he would have included or mentioned, been like, oh, by the way, like
No.
they threatened us.
No, because he didn't have to, because the environment in 2020, things were getting shut down, and the government was assuming more powers than it's ever assumed probably in modern history, and the courts weren't pushing back on it. So what did they have to tell Zuckerberg, really? Zuckerberg could look around and read the room and be like, I better play ball.
But he's risking penalty, or he's risking like huge like punishments for like omitting information here. Like if he's omitting something as big as like actually being threatened by the government in this investigation, like that's crazy. I mean, like the
investigation's not. It's just getting started.
I'm just saying, until we can see the proof that there was a threat, it falls on the onus of Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook for having given into the pressure. Because as far as we know, that there was no sort of threat that went along with it. I'm willing to concede that there could be a threat, but for now we don't have that. And that's
in 2020 we were in a threat environment. That's going to be like where I would probably try to argue from, is that he was reading the room, and he probably knew those guys all have like back channels. He probably knew very well. The FBI was probably telling him, hey, we're doing this with Twitter. You better play ball too. We know what happened with Twitter because the files came out. We got the smoking gun.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's like, it would be striking to me if it came out that Zuckerberg got threatened, but he like didn't include it in this statement.
Your video got froze.
Well, you can still hear my voice.
Yeah. I didn't know if that was like some weird glitch.
Yeah. No, it was just my phone being gay.
Gotcha. No, we'll never know unless Elon buys Facebook.
I mean, I just think like if I'm Mark Zuckerberg and I'm doing what I'm doing right now, like I would just want to come clean with it. Like why, like what it take, cause that would take a lot of the pressure off of Facebook if they were threatened. Like there's no reason for him to like hold off on that. I mean, unless maybe he's waiting for the next administration to come in and then he'll be like, guys, I was scared.
So the way this works is the people who have recently been whistleblowers against the FBI or the IRS, in these cases you're referring to, they're in big trouble as whistleblowers. And they're not exactly getting treated as heroes. So I don't know that Zuckerberg's in a hurry to step into a whistleblower position and hope that everyone says, you did the right thing, bro. Sorry about your persecution, but you did the right thing. I don't think he's going to do that. So, and I don't think I think he's smart enough to know we don't need him to do that. I think he sees Trump's going to be in charge, and I don't know what you call these people who are doing this. Are they the government? What's the name of this body that's doing this investigation?
This is the Judiciary Committee.
Just the Judiciary, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that work, Kaylin? If Trump becomes president, is this in the Senate? This is the House.
This is in the House, yeah.
So what's it look like right now as far as who's going to win the House?
It's kind of a toss-up. Like, we don't really know.
So he may be just sitting on the fence until he knows who's going to be riding his back the next 4 years or 2 years or whatever. I mean, that's
perhaps, but like at the same time though, it's like I'm I'm holding out a little bit because I think it's reasonable to believe that Zuck was just willing to like trust whatever the White House was telling him, especially a friendly White House, or one that he perceived as friendly. Like he perceived Democrats and Biden as friendly, you know. And COVID bad, you know, COVID very scary, you know, like that was his mindset as a soy boy.
Leon?
Well, now he's not a soy boy apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
He got the fuck boycott. He's doing UFC now. He's doing martial arts or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, good for him. I wanted to pull up that interview where he talks about Trump. Looks like it's like a short. Shoot.
Over the last, like over the weekend, and I mean, on a personal note, it's, you know, I mean, seeing Donald Trump get up after getting shot in the face and pump his fist in the air with the American flag is one of the most badass things I've ever seen in my life. But look, I mean, it's you know, and I think, look, it's at some level as an American, it's like hard to not get kind of emotional about that spirit and that fight. And I think that's why a lot of people like the guy,
including myself.
You know, I've done some stuff personally in the past.
That's crazy.
I think that some people is code in that instance.
It's funny that RFK never said anything about that's the reason him liking Trump.
What, that like it was badass or something?
Yeah, that's not why RFK is getting behind Trump at all. So, but that's Zuckerberg's excuse that Trump's bulletproof or something. I mean, I just think that's kind of like a very, I don't know. Do you think he's genuine? That's why he likes Trump? I mean, Tulsi Gabbard's not saying that. These are people who didn't support Trump. They actually supported Biden in the past, and just like Zuckerberg, and now they're.
I think it's like a cop out for him to like not mention anything like policy related.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah.
I mean, but I get it. He's one of the richest, most powerful people on the planet, and you do have. I mean, it's not like me or you talking, you know. So he's got to be he's got to choose his words.
For sure. But yeah, I guess, you know, we'll find out, you know, to kind of put a cap on it, like we'll find out, you know, if there's anything else that comes from this investigation. I feel like it's getting, you know, to the point where it's like anything can happen because we're approaching October. So maybe just
9
maybe
days, 70 days.
Yeah. I mean, October surprises are going to happen. We kind of just had a late August surprise with the superseding indictment. You know, Trump just came out with a Truth Social statement where he was calling the superseding indictment that happened tonight. That's in the DC election interference case, you know, the one that brought on the Supreme Court immunity decision earlier this summer. So we have a new statement out from Trump. He says, it is DOJ policy that the Department of Justice should not take any action that will influence an election within 60 days of that election. But they just have taken such action. Voting starts on September 6th. Therefore, the DOJ has violated its own policy, election interference. All of these Comrade Kamala / Biden hoaxes should be immediately dismissed.
Put that into simple terms for me, because I think I was reading something else when you were going through part of that. So the DOJ is coming down on the side of who?
The DOJ is, you know, continuing this, you know, Jack Smith, the prosecutor,
right,
special counsel, is continuing this election interference case against Trump.
Right.
And he launched a superseding indictment today against Trump.
Okay.
And it's like the same exact charges. It's just a little bit different because now they have to sort of, you know, work within the mold of this immunity decision. which gives Trump some immunity, but the DOJ theory is that he doesn't have all forms of immunity
So
from prosecution.
because they're taking this position, Trump's saying, "Hey guys, you've just violated your own code."
Yeah, which like the DOJ does have a policy of not to do anything like this, but from what I understand, because I wanted to write a story on this like a while ago, but I was told by several people across the board, different political orientations, that this is sort of a discretionary thing. Like I think I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I think even like Andy McCarthy was basically like, yeah, like it's not advisable, surely, for the purposes of fairness and things like that, to do this, but there's not any like there's not going to be like any accountability for doing something like this unless Trump tries to take some accountability if he wins again. He could go back and be like, you guys tried to launch the superseding indictment before September voting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's crazy that voting starts in September. We could possibly know who wins this by October.
That would be an October surprise. But the Democrats won't let that happen because they're going to say, oh, people have mailed in their votes, or there's going to be drop boxes. And we can't know until 2 or 3 days after the election happened.
Right. Yeah, because early voting does not equal mail-in voting. In fact, I would say, just as a civic, not to get too boring here, but like, let's be real. The election's coming up. If you can early vote, like go to a polling place and like cast your ballot early, like might as well do it, because sometimes those lines on election day are kind of crazy. And I would say it's better to early vote than to vote by mail.
What's your plan, Leon?
He lives in Oklahoma. He doesn't have to do anything.
He's not going to be writing music, bro.
He's going to be writing music.
Really? Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like just a lot of people are just now kind of seeing that like besides like all the shit talk that Trump does, it like his policies are like solid. And like he's not like he's not actually an asshole, and he's not racist, and he's not all this shit that people always make him out to be. And I'm glad that people are finally seeing that, but also the fact that like, that we have like bigger people like Zuck that are kind of like, getting that, getting or being able to actually like talk about him, and then like making other people comfortable about talking about him and shit like that. And, I feel like low-key Zuckerberg kind of got a taste of his own medicine with this shit.
How so? That's kind of funny.
Because, like, it was like, what was it, a couple years ago, how he was getting attacked about him fucking having, getting all the information leaked out or whatever.
I'm trying to think what that is. Kaylin?
All the information about Zuck, like, can you name like one detail of it?
It's like whenever they were like, was it when they were indicting him or not indicting him, but they were like,
like interrogate or like not,
yeah, yeah,
questioning him under oath,
yeah,
in Congress, yeah.
I feel like a low key getting his own taste of his medicine there.
Is he always getting called up in front of the judiciary, or is it other committees?
He gets called in front of like different, like before the Senate. There was one recently. I think it was like it was like whenever he was scolded on like causing his like platform, like causing like teenage girls to like feel insecure about themselves and stuff like that. Do you remember that?
No, what the hell?
I do remember that. I also remember somebody saying that Facebook is killing people. I think that was Biden, maybe.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's like it's almost like he learned how to get some of the criticism off of him just by acting like he had to have like gone through some training to like start acting more normal, I feel like.
That's so
I
Bill
think he took the red pill, man. I'm gonna be honest.
You think so?
Yeah. I think he
I hope
finally
so.
took it.
I don't know.
Because that Facebook baby, it's blue, but he's red now.
I like that. I sure hope
like
you're
it too,
right.
yeah.
I hope you're right, Leon. I'm too skeptical to just buy into like, oh, I like Trump's fist pumping.
No. I totally get that too. Like, I feel like he's also doing this because, like, maybe somewhere down the line, like the Democrats were like weren't funding him or whatever anymore, and so he's just like, yeah, well, the Republicans are kind of like cool now because you're not paying me enough, so fuck you.
It's. Go ahead, Kaylin, or whoever was going to say.
I was gonna say, like, I mean, I don't think Zuck would be this way if it weren't for Elon.
True.
That's a very good point.
I don't think there's any way he would possibly do it. That Hill Rising video that we just watched was pretty crazy to me because, like, the Hill is like, I think that was a good segment, but they were reading reactions, and perhaps like these are the most interesting reactions that were out there. But the two reactions they read in a row, one was from Elon Musk, the other one was from Patrick Bet-David. Like,
right.
The Hill is supposed to be kind of like a moderate platform.
Right.
And I think in some ways the Hill is like kind of shifted leftward over the years. But I just think it's funny or interesting that those rising people like brought up like all those like kind of like right of center influencers talking about it. Because it's like there's so many other people maybe that you'd want to like quote like for a reaction, but they cared enough to bring those people up to the screen. And it almost makes me think that like everyone just kind of sees the writing on the wall. No one wants to listen to lib faggots anymore, like everyone wants to listen to like,
hey, here we go. We broke it.
We broke the stream.
We just popped the F cherry.
What's that? Oh, I gotcha.
And all of it stems back to how kind of like alpha looking this guy that just got arrested, the guy from Telegram. What's his name again? Durov.
I gotta make sure we're still on Twitch.
Oh, do you have that pulled up? I thought
Pavel
I saw it there a
Durov.
second ago.
So this guy, like the founder of Telegram, everyone watching this has probably like heard this by now, but over the weekend he got arrested in France, and it's like all these like suspicions. Like basically it has to do with like not complying with law enforcement requests to like open up people's like DMs and things like that, because Telegram is like one of the most encrypted messaging apps. And as far as what Pavel explains, like he said before that he can't even break into other people's like chats. Like that's how it's designed. If you can even break into one person's personal chat,
a domino.
Then it's a domino effect. So, but I mean, look at this dude. Like this dude is like, he looks like he has like some kind of like,
He looks like a 1980s action movie star.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude, he
looking.
looks like he fucks, but he low-key looks like a beta.
Yeah, he reminds me of who's that that guy that like did like the shooting, or like he like killed himself. He was like the guy that was sitting in his car and selling his car.
Oh yeah,
Elliot Rogers. Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
He doesn't look like him, but he looks like he has that energy.
Okay.
Dude, yeah. Low key, man. He looks like a hotter Elliot Rogers.
Then you have a video from this?
Yeah, I do have a video up. I'll just play it right now. Cool. Let's get that shit. Let's get this shit.
French prosecutors say that tonight the founder of Telegram is in police custody. They're investigating criminal activity on Telegram, which is the encrypted messaging app. It's Pavel Durov, and he was detained on Saturday when his private jet arrived in Paris, Azerbaijan. The authorities say they're looking into whether Telegram is complicit in crimes like money laundering, drug trafficking, and child pornography by not releasing information requested and required by the French authorities. Telegram says it abides by EU laws, and Durov has nothing to hide. Claire Duffy is with me. Anyone who knows about Telegram, I mean, it is a hotbed of nefarious activity in many different ways for the purchase of narcotics and this, that, and the other. But nobody's suggesting that Durov himself was involved in that, are they?
Well, Richard, what we know at this point is that, yes, they believe that the French seem to be investigating this, they say, crime that happened dating back to July 8th, whether Telegram was complicit in fraud, in money laundering, in child sexual abuse material trafficking, drug trafficking. And I think the key point here is what you mentioned at the end of your intro there, whether Telegram was willing to hand over information and documents related to that investigation. It sounds like up until this point, Telegram has not agreed to do that, and that's why we now see CEO Pavel Durov in police custody. And this sort of gets at the heart of this debate that's happening across the social media ecosystem. How do you balance free speech with protecting users and avoiding illegal activity happening on your platforms? Telegram has certainly fallen much more strongly in the camp of free speech. This is an encrypted app, which means that the platform itself doesn't have a lot of control or oversight in terms of how people are using the platform. And law enforcement also doesn't have a lot of oversight in terms of the kinds of conversations that are happening here. Durov has sort of become this champion of free speech. And so you can understand why, given the fact that he said he is focused on protecting the privacy of his users, he wouldn't want to hand over user data.
Right, so let's work our way up this scale, if you will. You've got SMS, messaging, if you will. That just about anybody and their brother can read that in terms of law enforcement. You've then got WhatsApp, which makes a huge fuss about its encryption and that it's end-to-end encryption. But it's still not as high, and it still is possible to get. And then you have Telegram and those that are like Telegram. And their argument is, look, you can't have encryption only for the good guys, I suppose, is what they say.
That's the point. I think, Telegram has become this really important communication tool in places like Russia and Iran, where free speech is curtailed. It's also become an important tool in Ukraine, where citizens are warning each other of air raids. But that same privacy that helps, people in countries that are facing oppression also means that criminals can use this app to do things like, again, money laundering, drug trafficking. This is a platform that's really popular with terrorist groups and far-right extremists. But it is interesting because Telegram does have some control over the platform. Just a few weeks ago, Telegram said that it was removing calls to violence after reports that it was involved in helping organizers organize those violent UK riots that we saw. Telegram also previously removed some channels associated with Hamas after the outbreak of the Hamas-Israel war last year. So it does have some control. It says that it doesn't allow calls to violence, for example. But, I think this question of who gets to decide what is harmful content and what this platform needs to remove. Clearly, the French government thinks that it's not doing a good enough job.
And of course, there would be EU issues there as well. I'm grateful, Claire. Thank you very much. As for Pavel Durov himself, he granted CNN a rare interview in 2016. A few months earlier, the French officials had discovered terrorists used Telegram to carry out the Paris terror attacks. And Durov said end-to-end encryption is an all-or-nothing proposition.
You cannot make messaging technology secure for everybody except for terrorists. You cannot make it safe against criminals and open for governments. So it's either secure or not secure.
Matthias Jury is there, senior researcher at the University of St. Gallen in Switzerland. Look, he studies encrypted messaging apps and how they're used in illegal markets. I read the fascinating report that you put together on this. Telegram, I mean, look, if you spend half an hour, 20 minutes, 15 minutes in the right chat groups, etc., you will find things of a nefarious, narcotic and illegal abilities. What can Telegram do about that?
Well, I mean, thank you very much. Telegram, it's an application that facilitates continuously illegal trade of.
Okay, I'm kind of done with this because it's like we kind of get it. They just keep like repeating the same.
Can I show you guys something? I want to share this. So I just did a quick search for far-right extremists because she said that the app's being used by far-right extremists. What image do you think came up very prominently when I did that?
Like January 6th?
Check it out.
Well.
Well. What do we have here?
There's your culprits who are using Telegram, apparently.
Oh, I have a weird kind of like anecdote from this weekend. I was walking around the campus of Georgetown. I don't know if I should be admitting this because it sounds kind of creepy, but like I was like walking by. Hang on, my video is frozen.
You're frozen.
It'll be
That's
back
awesome.
though. Don't you worry. It'll be back.
I just want to see your sexy little boy lips.
Why isn't it going?
I think you have a mouse loose in your room. There we go.
Anyways, I was walking by like one of these dorm room windows, and like Georgetown, they do like a lot of national security, type of law and things like that.
Right.
And this guy, the student, basically, I guess, like had like all these like books, like kind of like on this shelf that was like visible from the window. And there was one about like the Timothy McVeigh bombing. There was one about like ISIS. And alongside these books on this dresser, there was like one all about like sedition hunters and like January 6th and stuff like that. So it's like this kid, this student's like interest was like terrorism, but it's like he was like looking like he was taking
looking for problems and
J6
stuff.
Yeah, like it's like he was like taking J6 as if it was like a serious thing that like needs to be like encompassed into all these other things.
And to be fair, there was no like BLM or Antifa stuff on the.
No, none of that stuff. Yeah. It was like all like either like white extremism or terrorists, like cell groups and stuff like that.
That's media for you.
Yeah, I mean, it was freaky to think that like this kid's gonna have like a
Gen
crazy...
Z or millennial.
He was probably Gen Z. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see what this kid looked like. All I did, like, I was just walking by this window and I was like, look, I was checking out like the dorms and stuff like that. I was with my girlfriend, so I wasn't just by myself being creepy.
No, you
but
weren't.
yeah, I was trying to imagine like what this kid is like, and probably just completely brainwashed.
Well, feel a little bad for him because his girlfriend, when she's dating him, she's going to be thinking about how hot the MAGA guys are.
You're right.
Secretly.
Yeah, just like what we saw last night.
Say hello to our YouTube and X viewers.
Yeah, hello.
Welcome to the Meme Ranch.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
We're
actually almost at our hour.
Yeah, we're almost at our hour, but we'll be back for more tomorrow.
How about one more clip? I have like a little like fun clip to like close out on. So don't you leave. We still have one more thing to show you guys. It's kind of like a man on the street.
We got some good memes. Don't forget this is the Meme Ranch after all.
It is the Meme Ranch, of course.
Meme Ranch.
Are you voting for Trump or Kamala?
Ram Ranch,
Trump.
maybe.
Trump? Why Trump?
There we go.
World War III, man.
Volume's kind of low.
Worse than
Is that a Fent bin I see?
How do you think it's gotten so bad? Are you voting for Trump or Kamala?
Let me see that Fent bin.
Trump? Why Trump?
Look at this. It's like World War III, man.
Worse
than third world countries.
How do you think it's gotten so bad? Like, what do you think's happened? What's caused
Well,
it?
the crook politic and the mayor, he's a crook. He's doing business with the hotels to rob the taxpayers. It's all a scam. All the hotels, all the asylum seekers, they get them in the hotel. The mayor is getting paid, and the governor and all that. Yeah. It's a scam. So what is the point of bringing people with no papers, no skills, no language to speak? We got 270 million white Americans out of 330 million. If Trump loses election, it's rigged 200%.
Why do you like Trump?
Wow.
What about him?
Look at him. The economy was, when he first took over, the economy was booming. So China came out with the coronavirus. And people from the inside with the media and all that, they played the role with China. Why? To lock people in the house, to destroy the American economy. It was economically moved.
You're saying the politicians got millions of dollars?
Yes. You know that already if you got any common sense. You think anybody's going to vote for Camilla? It's not about race. She doesn't make any sense. She doesn't have no goals. She's in office right now. Look what she's doing.
Yeah.
Nothing changed. And nothing will change.
That was on
life, to save the American dream, if there's any left, you got to vote Trump if you get any common sense.
Dang.
Hell yeah, man. This guy's got street smarts.
It reminds me of that guy that we met in New York who was he was basically like remember he had like the walker and like he was like complaining. He was not white. I don't know what he was, but he was like complaining about like the migrants. Remember that like in the subway?
When we were filming?
Yeah, I remember that guy, and we were like, it's the sound of the police. Whoop whoop.
Oh,
You know, like,
okay. That was an awesome scene that you and Steven captured. Is this homeless guy with a walker? He starts talking to Kalen, and he's like MAGA. He's like so based, and then he's like, they're like singing and dancing like memes, and he was like this. Trump's got to win. I couldn't believe it. This guy with like 3 teeth in his mouth.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny.
That'll be
hilarious.
a great scene when we get that in the film.
I know.
So
I'm excited
just
for
so
it.
everyone knows, we've been shooting a documentary featuring Kalen right here, and
Yeah.
Kalen basically is the subject of the film. He's a Gen Z reporter from Washington D.C., probably the best, and he was covering
is the best.
covering the.
Hell yeah!
Stick that
You look
sausage
like
right.
Trump right there, man.
That is a
sausage
Front of
where
the
you
Trump Tower.
that's a film still right there.
What can I say?
We don't-
Handsome as ever.
That's a proud.
Always handsome. Has been handsome. Okay. And
Making me blush.
I'm just saying, he's a wonderful man, wonderful guy. I go to his house. He makes me steaks. He's amazing.
So this film's going to be so based, so awesome, and you're never going to have seen a film where you follow a reporter. He's covering the Trump trial, the Trump hush money trial, total sham, total witch hunt, and he gets in line.
Some say it's a sham, some say it's a witch hunt.
Oh,
Of
course.
He gets in
and I'm
line.
frozen.
And I'm frozen again. This is what the deep state's trying to do to me.
Stop talking. He gets in line at 2 or 3 in the morning to go into the courthouse the next day, and that's kind of where the movie kind of takes off, right, Kaylin?
Yes, yeah, that's correct. Basically, right when the trial gets good, the last week. So, yeah, I'm excited for it. It's going to be out probably. I hope it comes out before 2025. That's what I'm hoping. But it kind of just depends on what happens because this is kind of like a slice of life, slice of a journalist's life.
Slice of life.
And a slice of campaign history, like American political history as well.
Totally, yeah. So we're all excited for it. It's going to be great. And then, of course, we have another movie coming out in 2025.
Meme Prophet.
Meme Prophet.
That's 6 follows, baby.
It's going to be awesome. It is.
I'm not telling you to hurry up, but hurry up.
I know. I can't finish it. We have an inauguration.
Can't rush greatness, but holy shit.
And where's the MAGA hat? Do we have that? I'm trying
Yeah, we got that.
I'm trying to get this sculpture, the gold MAGA hat, into the hands of Trump.
Trump is going to wear that, and it's going to be glorious. It's going to be glorious.
Little crown on top of his head, and it belongs on the Resolute desk when he's president.
I love Jeff.
When Putin
I love him. I love Exvala. I love his work.
Putin,
it's amazing.
don't touch the hat. Solid gold. Don't touch it. It's mine. Probably
It's mine. I know it says 5,000, but it says free for me.
It's priceless. Don't touch it.
I'm stroking my.
Yeah, so that's actually a picture made from a real MAGA hat that was a hat from when Trump was a candidate in 2015. I got it. It was signed. We laser scanned it, and 3D printed it and turned it into a bronze, and then we coated it with 24 karat gold inside and out. So it is a badass based MAGA hat, gold MAGA hat, 24 karat gold.
Just hearing that.
And it's probably the featured item of the documentary,
Owner alert.
The Meme Prophet.
Yes. So lots of good stuff coming up for you guys. We might even, of course, we're doing more and more streaming now. We might even do a late night stream tonight. Who knows?
We're doing a lot of streaming.
Are we going to game tonight?
I might game tonight after.
Yeah, we might do a little bit of gaming. We're a little bit of a gamer boy. A little bit.
For sure, we'll have a stream tomorrow. I don't know if Kaylin can be on it, but I hope so.
That's a surprise.
No,
don't look at that yet.
Play it.
Are you ready? You ready?
Yeah,
You're not
play
ready
it.
for this, bro. Don't give me some bullshit. All right.
Do it.
Here we go.
Please. What is this?
Oh my god, yes, dude. Absolute fucking gold.
We need some Leon memes, some song memes.
Song memes. Like you want me to create a meme with a song with some memes? Is that what you want me to do?
Yes.
I can do that. The meme ranch. Oh my god, that was loud as fuck.
Create a Bucky's beaver, but it has like 3 eyes.
How's that stick? I was thinking about
Yes.
remaking a meme ranch intro with a bunch of fucking memes and shit.
Yeah, but until then, you guys just gotta stick with the old one, which is still pretty good.
You know, you gotta cherish what you have.
The intro and outro. So yeah, let's maybe game tonight. If you guys are down to watch, what would we do? Minecraft or we need to get.
We need meme ranch SMP. I feel like that would be really cool if our community grows a little bit more. But me and Kaylin might do something together. We might play some Halo, or we might fuck around. I might travel to Washington and fuck them in the butt. We'll see.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that before or after or both. After we get you a show,
he's blushing.
After we get you a concert here.
I am blushing. That was embarrassing.
I'm talking about Kaylin. He's the one getting fucked in the butt.
I want to watch that.
You want to watch it? Whoa!
Yeah, the stream was for kids, and now it's not.
Oh, it was
That's how it goes.
Let's be honest.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, it wasn't for kids. Like after.
Just so everyone knows, we are. What sets us apart is we're artists and journalists, and we are doing MAGA content. We're making art great again, and it's where we bring art into politics, and we talk about the art of politics from, I guess, the right side, or the right side as in the correct side. And it's not woke, and we are freaking based.
Friggin' based. What can I say? You know, taking down the OGs. What's up?
And that's on Meme Wench. That's on Meme Wench.
Are you taking the blue pill? Or are you taking the red pill?
That's why.
Come on. I'm taking the purple pill. Okay.
All right, you guys. Do you want to do the outro or what?
We're outroing. Peace out.
Peace out.